Okay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome. This week's lesson with Mr. Taylor is division with Mr. Taylor. Boom. So, this is quite a useful one for both parents and children because division is a bit different to how we learned how to do it when we were young nippers, and a lot of the children in the class have been struggling with it, so it would be a good idea for them, something to crack, and they can get kind of one-to-one tuition with it. So I'm going to start off here with a simple one, 84 divided by 3, and go through the steps. I've already written them out. I'll do 3 examples, and then I'll try and do a live example, writing it down while holding the camera, so see how that goes. Right, step 1, make sure you say it out correctly. So you've got the 84 that you're dividing, goes inside what we call the bus stop, and then 3 is the divisor that goes on the outside. So you're doing 84 divided by 3, and it looks like that. Okay, so how many times does 3 go into 8? Because you're going to do the tens digit first. So we do the 3 times table. We've got 3, 6, 9. Well, 9 is bigger than 8, so we go back 1 to 6. So that means there are 2 3s in 8. And we've got a remainder of 2. So we put the 2 above the 8, and then we write 3 times 2 there to show that that's the calculation to get 6. And then 8 minus 6 gives you the 2 that's remainder. We then bring the 4 down so that we've got 24 ones, because that's what we're going to divide by next. Okay, so that's step 3. Add the 4 ones to the 2 tens to make 24. Now, how many times does 3 go into 24? So again, I've written out the 3 times table. We've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. It's exactly 8 times. Okay, there's no remainder, so our answer, we put the 8 into our bus stop above the ones. We do the 3 times 8 here at the side to do 24 minus 24, just to show that there are no leftovers and no remainders. So our answer, 84 divided by 3, is 28. Okay, nice and simple, that one. It's just mainly the setting it out that can be a bit tough. Okay, so our next one, we're going to do 228 divided by 4. Again, set it out using the bus stop method with the divisor 4 on the outside and the number we are dividing on the inside, 228. First thing we've got to do is divide the hundreds digit this time because it's a 3-digit number, but wait, the 2 is less than 4. We have 2 hundreds and our divisor is 4, so the answer is 0. This means we can skip the hundreds and go straight to the tens digit and take that hundreds with us. So we've got 2 hundreds and 2 tens, which makes 22 hundreds. 22 tens. So then we need to do the 22 tens divided by 4. So I'm doing the 4 times table here. I've got the 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Well, 24 is bigger than 22, so we go back to the one before, which is 20. That's the 5th multiple, so it's 5 times, and you've got a remainder of 2. As you can see here, we've got 5 times 4 is 20. 22 minus 20 gives you the 2 left over. Put the 5 at the top, bring the 8 down, so that you now have 28 ones. Okay, so now we're going to divide the ones. We have 28 ones, so how many 4s are there in 28? Again, I've done the 4 times table. We've got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. So it's exactly 7, and there's no remainder. So we put the 7 into our calculation. We do the 4 times 7, so 28 minus 28, just to check that it is 0, and then we've got a remainder 0 there. Okay, so we've gone from setting it out, skipping the hundreds because the hundreds digit is less than the divisor, dividing the tens, and then dividing the ones. Okay, right. This one, 467 divided by 8. This time, I know that there is going to be a remainder because 467 is an odd number and all the multiples of 8 are even. So that means this time we're going to have a remainder. So again, we set it out using the bus stop method. We divide the hundreds, but again, 8 is greater than 4, so we skip this and divide the tens digits. So we take the 4 hundreds and the 6 tens to make 46 tens. So, how many 8s are there in 46? I've done my 8 times table, because 8 is the divisor. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48. 48 is bigger than 46, so we go back to 40. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, and we've got a remainder of 6. So let's just put that into our sum to show. So that 5 in the tens digit, 5 times 8 is 40. 46 minus 40 gives you 6. Bring the 7 down to make 67 ones. So now we're going to divide the ones. There are 67 ones, so how many 8s are there in 67? So again, the 8 times table, we've got 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72. 72 is too far because we wanted 67, so we go back 1. That's the 8th multiple. So I've got my 8 in here. I do my, I write in my sum, so that was 5 times 8. And this one is 8 times 8. So 8 times 8 is 64. So we do 67 minus 64, leaving that 3. And that 3 becomes your remainder up here. Okay, so the answer is 58, remainder 3. You can see that we've put it into the answer here. Okay. All right. Now for the live one. Let's see how this goes. Because right. So I'm just going to pick any random number. I want them to be a remainder. So I'm going to do divided by 6 and make it an odd number because all the digits in the 6 times table are even. All the numbers in the 6 times table are even. So I'm going to do, let's say, 941 divided by 6. Okay, so just bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to have to get my ruler out. Okay, let's see. Because I'm setting my sum out. Right, I'm just going to have to put you down a second. Okay, right, so I've set out my sum using bus stop method. So this time, how many 6s are there into 9? Because we're doing the hundreds digit. So 6 is into 9. I know there are 1 6 in 9. So 1 times 6 is 6. So 9 minus 6 gives me 3. Bring the 4 down. Okay, now I'm going to do 6s into 34. So 6s into 34. We've got 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. Okay, so this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to do 5 times 6. That gives me 30. Put my 5 up here and my tens digit, and then do 34 minus 30 gives me 4. Bring the 1 down to make 41 ones. Now I'm going to do 41 divided by 6. So again, I'm going to write my 6s out. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. Okay, so here we are at my 6th one. So I've put a 6 in here. I've got 6 times 6 is 36. So 41 minus 36 gives me a remainder of 5. And that goes up here. So my answer is 156, remainder 5. Sorry if you, for my camera skills on that one, it was quite hard to hold it and do it at the same time. I'm just going to put my ruler in. So when it's ended up, it should look a bit like that. Okay. Right. I've got some sums for you guys to do. So I want you to have a go at these, and then you can either email me the answers or you can get your mums or dads to try and check the answers if they can. Okay, so if you guys have a go at these 10 division calculations, and then once you've done them through, you can check the answers with a parent, see if you've got it all right, or you can try and check the answers on a calculator and see if you've got the number right, but the calculator will give you the answer as a decimal, not with a remainder, which is quite annoying. But yeah, email me, ben.taylor@highcrags.staracademies.org with your answers, and I will let you know how you get on. All right, good luck.